Hey, I'm fammydamammy. I'm going to be looking at the competitive Amiibo tier list, and I'm going to be saying what characters I think are underrated, well-rated, and overrated. This is probably going to be like a one-take sort of thing. Don't take this seriously. I'm just going purely off of vibes here and not data. So, let's get right into it. So, Dark Samus. Oh yeah, I'm probably going to not have much to say about a good amount of characters, but this is the first example. I don't know what this I don't really understand how this character works, so I don't know.
Come on, Adrian, it's true.
I don't know what really makes this character tick. Like, I know like the surface level stuff. I know charge shot works sometimes at least, but I don't know if I'm qualified enough to talk about them. Donkey Kong, though. Donkey Kong? I think he's fine. I think he's fine where he is. He's very strong. Uppy's kind of stupid. Yeah. Okay, Fox. Maybe slightly underrated. Fox, he's kind of bad, but I think he's a little bit better than people give him credit for. Kirby. Kirby, maybe also slightly underrated. Kirby hits like a truck, but he's also light as balls. So, because he is a ball. Link, maybe slightly overrated. Actually, no, I think he's fine. I think he's fine where he is. Is he? Nah, I think he's overrated actually. He's very gimpable. I think the main thing he just has going for him is his forward smash and side B, which, granted, is broken, but not as broken as the stuff around him. Case in point, Donkey Kong here. So, yeah. Okay, Luigi. I think Luigi is underrated. Luigi, down B is stupid, grab is stupid, and then up B kills you for just playing the game, because the Amiibo will just roll into it, and Luigi just gets free up Bs and kills you at like 40. It's crazy. Mario. Mario, I think he's...
All I want to do is go to distance.
He's like either well-rated or slightly overrated. I think he's fine where he is. His kit is like... It's too balanced. He doesn't have like any standout move besides his forward smash that just gets... His forward smash is really good, but it doesn't carry him out of where he is in C tier, I believe. But, yeah. Okay, Ness. Ness, I think Ness is well rated. Ness is broken. Actually, no. Ness is slightly underrated. I think Ness can go up more. Actually, maybe... Yeah, I think slightly underrated is fine. I don't think he's above, like, Snake or Min Min, but he's definitely up there. He's definitely deserves to stay up there, because there's not many characters that can really deal with his projectiles, so...
Oh, it's nobody.
Pikachu, no strong opinion. I don't know. I think I've trained this character like 2 times, and I still don't really understand what makes him so great, or so bad. He just kinda exists. Yoshi, I think he's fine where he is. I think Yoshi has some anti-meta potential, but overall, I think his like matchup spread is just okay. It's not like amazing compared to everything else in his tier, but yeah. Okay, Captain Falcon. Captain Falcon. I think he's fine where he is. he has, yeah, like, obviously, side B knee is broken, up smash is broken, Falcon kick is sometimes broken, jab is broken, but he's like, he weirdly, this might be a skill issue on my part, but he weirdly struggles to kill if he doesn't get that side B knee. Like, he's either killing at like past 150 and needs like a random up smash, or he's killing you at like 50 with a side B knee. I mean, obviously up smash also kills you stupid early too, but I don't know. I think he's fine where he is because of how good side B is. Okay, Daisy. No strong opinion. I don't know. Actually, maybe slightly underrated. I think they're definitely decent. Like, better than people think they are, but not by much. Because, like, down smash is really good. You got a moving hitbox in side B. I think turnup's pretty good. Don't quote me on that, but yeah. Jigglypuff, underrated. Rollout is broken. Forward smash, it's pretty good. Forward smash, pretty good. Yeah, they're pretty good moves, but they're light, air fighter, and they cannot go off stage. They cannot go off stage. That's cringe. Bowser. Everything wants me to put Bowser in overrated because Bowser's busted, right? But I don't think he's absurdly broken compared to the stuff around him. But like I wouldn't move him down a tier.
Come on,
But I think he's like should be like way below characters like King K. Rool and Donkey Kong and maybe Ridley. But yeah, okay. Dr. Mario, underrated. Dr. Mario, if he didn't have that SD, if he didn't have all his possible ways to self-destruct himself off the stage, he would be up there with Bowser. But like, he doesn't. He kills himself so much, and his recovery is cheeks, and he's another character that can sometimes struggle to kill, but it might also be another skill issue on my part, because actually, I don't know if he struggles to kill that much. I think my early Dr. Mario's used a little too much pill, so that contributed to that, but theoretically, I think Dr. Mario is very underrated. Falco. No strong opinion. I don't know what that character does. Actually, he's fine where he is. He's pretty good. He's got good edge guarding. He hits kinda good. Good combos. He's fine. Ice Climbers, slightly underrated. Actually, I don't know if they're better than like Luigi, because I think Ice Climbers at their peak is cracked, but like they're very inconsistent and also kinda SD. I don't know how often they SD these days, but at least what I've seen, they SD in like critical moments at times. So maybe I'll just put them at low rated. Actually, maybe I'll just put these two low rated as well. Okay, so Pichu, slightly underrated. Very anti-meta. They hit like a truck, but they obviously die at like 2%, but they're leagues better than Pikachu, which this is the coldest take of all time in Amiibo. Also, this isn't ordered, not ordered at all, so yeah. Sheik, fine where they are. Kind of hit hard, forward smash good, edge guarding good, but not much else. Zelda, maybe overrated? I think they're fine where they are, actually. Another very anti-meta character. They have a couple losing matchups, like a good amount of losing matchups, but they beat a lot of like critical characters, like me Gunner, for example. I think. Okay, Ganondorf's fine where they are. Hit like a Trebek. Lucina, Marth. I think these characters are kind of trash because the thing with them is that they're kind of like the main thing they have going for them is obviously their like forward smash being so good. Actually, it's not even. I don't know if it's like that good in a vacuum or in Amiibo anymore. I'm sorry, Mide, but actually, maybe. Actually, I think Marth is fine where they are, but maybe Lucina's slightly. Nah, I think they're both slightly overrated. The main thing I think they have these days is edge guarding, but even then, that's kind of whatever. But they don't really have a really good way to get people off stage, so I don't know, I might revisit them. Mewtwo, fine where they are. Roy, maybe slightly overrated too. They're less overrated. I think they're fine. Roy's fine. Roy, at least compared to these guys, Roy hits hard. So once he gets that hit, it's a lot more devastating. Okay, Young Link.
So all I want to do is go.
I think Young Link overrated. I mean underrated. You can tell this is all in one take. So Young Link is just small Link. I feel like they're small Link, but they have the grounded multi-hit up B, which I think is really good. I think Young Link can go up at least one tier from where they are now. Because they are basically just smaller Link with less kill power. But yeah. Charizard, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna... Do I want to? I can't really do these. I'll just do Pokemon Trainer. Pokemon Trainer, it's fine where they are. I think they can... Pokemon Trainer is an Amiibo that can beat any Amiibo but also lose to any Amiibo. So yeah. Ike.
Come on,
Ike.
it is true.
I think he's...
Oh, it's nobody.
Yeah, that's fine. He hits hard, tilts are good, but he kinda... As far as I know, he kinda gets shit on by Parry. Besides, I don't know, I don't remember if Up B does beat Parry, but I think he's still a little gimpable. I think Ike can definitely be explored more to get like around his weaknesses, but for now, I think he might be a little better than people think he is. But actually, I think he's better than where he is, but I don't think I would move him that much. Yeah, okay. Snake, fine where they are. Broken character, Nikita's stupid. Up tilt stupid. Actually, all their tilts are stupid when used right. Wario. I think Wario is fine where they are. They're kinda almost the same as Mario, which sounds silly. I think they're like a Mario, but with higher highs, but lower lows, if that makes any sense. Because Wario, the big problem with Wario, or the big problem with Mario and Wario is that they don't really have like a strong get off me tool, so they're very easy to overwhelm once you get the hidden. But if they have something going, or if they're able to get a little bit of momentum, they can like carry that to an entire stock being taken. But I think actually less so Mario, but Wario can
So all I
definitely
want to do
like
is go to distance.
snowball into taking a whole stock with up air juggles into like an up smash. But yeah, I think Wario is fine where they are. Zero Suit, no strong opinion, but dude, it's a shame because I remember like Foreign Magra was like pioneering this character from the ground. Like I know Bacon Bits did some work with them too and was pretty successful, but then like Foreign Magra came in and like blew everyone's expectations on the character. And then they nerfed the character and the AI. So as soon as they went up to like C tier, they just dropped back down to like bottom 2, which is a shame. But I think they're just fine where they are. Greninja, overrated. Actually, maybe slightly.
Come on, Adrian,
No.
it's true.
Where are they?
Oh, it's nobody.
Maybe I think they're fine actually. Nothing really stands out to me with Greninja besides like their dash attack combos. But yeah, actually, I think they might be a little bit better than where they are now because they do have those combos. But I don't know where I would put them in terms of the tier list. I think they're actually maybe they're slightly underrated. I think I'd put them a little bit higher, but if we like played around with them more, because I think the dash attack combos are really good, but ever since the meta became more towards shield and parrying, a single hit combo move isn't really that good anymore, especially how dash attack has a good amount of lag on parry or shield. Actually, no, I think they're fine where they are. I talked myself out of it. Diddy Kong, underrated. I think this character is kind of broken, actually. I think Diddy Kong, because Diddy Kong has the multi-hit forward smash, command grab side B, multi-hit up smash, fast tilts. Like, dude, this character might be kind of good. I think he's really good. DD. No strong opinion. This is the one top tier character where I just barely touched. I think I've trained them like 3 times. All of them turned out decent, but to this day, I don't really have like any strong opinion on their tier placement or their training. Yeah. Little Mac. Little Mac, I think they're fine where they are. I think Little Mac is just... he's definitely, like, missed potential. He's definitely really good in theory. He's broken in theory. Like, in spirits, he's broken. Because you can give him floaty jumps, and then he doesn't have to worry about recovery anymore. But like, how Little Mac is programmed, like, his AI is like the biggest missed opportunity of all time, because the one thing it needed to be good at was recovering, and it is awful at recovering. And combined with Little Mac's what is already a trash recovery,
Come on, Aiden.
He's
It's
just
true.
like the hardest glass cannon of all time
Oh, it's
because he
nobody.
actually cannot get back to stage more often than not. But he's very scary if you're any amiibo that at least doesn't have a projectile or range. If you have to box with Little Mac, it's an uphill battle if you don't get him off stage. But that just boils down to his inconsistency. But I think he's another character like PT where he can beat any character but also lose to any character. So yeah. Lucario. Slightly underrated. He's Lucario, pretty good. I don't have much to say actually. I don't know. I think they're probably slightly underrated, but I don't really have a strong opinion on them. Like I don't have an informed enough opinion to put them anywhere else. Okay, Lucas. No opinion either. Like I've seen a lot of I feel like I know a good amount about Lucas, but not enough to where like I would be able to say he's fine where he is. Because I've seen their highs, but I've also seen their lows. So I don't know where I would want them to be. Like maybe they're like around where Me Brawler is. Yeah, I think they're fine where they are. Mega Man, no opinion. Mega Man is, I think he's
All I
decent,
want to
but
do is
like
go the distance.
I don't have enough knowledge on how they work. Olimar, fine where they are. They hit hard. Kind of stupid. Yeah. Pac-Man. I think they're okay. Yeah, they're okay where they are. I think, like, surface level, I think Pac-Man is kind of underwhelming, but in practice, he's pretty good. Because I think his projectile is pretty good. Grab's decent. Forward smash is really good. Yeah. Palutena. Underrated. Actually, slightly underrated. Palutena's cracked. Projectile really good. Smash attacks are decent for the most part. Um, Forward tilt's really good. I think up tilt is
Come
kind
on,
of good.
Aiden. It's true.
Grab is decent. Yeah.
Oh, it's nobody.
But I think I would personally move them up a little bit more, but not by much. Probably not by a whole tier, unless they're like on the top of a tier. I'm not looking at the tier list, by the way. I'm going off of memory here, but they're probably either like slightly underrated or well rated to me, but leaning towards slightly underrated. Robin is fine. Okay, Rob, I don't have a strong opinion on. I don't know how that character works still, but I know they're decent now, but I don't know what to say about them. I don't know how they work. I just know forward smash kinda good. Rosalina, don't know either. Shulk, I don't know either. Sonic, underrated. I think Sonic, like, forward tilt's really good, F smash really good. Has some, and his edge guarding is really good. Actually, I think I'll put them in slightly underrated because I don't know if I would put them that much higher. I definitely put them a little higher, but probably not that much higher because their edge guarding is really good. I'll just say that. And they're just forward tilt multi hit, grabs decent. Yeah. Villager underrated. Villager is broken. Lloyd Rocket is a stupid move. Grab is really good. His juggling is really good. And up smash slaps, dude. That move is so good, and it leads into his juggling. It's crazy. This character's crazy. No one talks about it, but this character is crazy. We fit. We fit. Fine where they are, I think. Forward tilt, good. Deep breathing, busted. Forward smash. Deep breathing, forward smash, and forward tilt is really all you need with this character. And then you also have the up smash with deep breathing that kills at like 60. Kind of good, but I think they're fine where they are. Toon Link, underrated for like similar reason as Young Link, but I think maybe they're like around the same area because they don't have the multi-hit smash attacks that Young Link does, but they have really good edge guarding and like that forward air is really good too. But I think I'd put them like below Young Link, but I think they're also underrated. Also, the multi-hit up B I think is pretty good too. I think both the links could be explored more and just have more representation, and maybe they'll go up. But I think they're underrated. Wolf, Wolf. I think they're fine where they are. Wolf is pretty good. F tilt is good. Down smash is good. Blaster is pretty good. Yeah, I don't have much else to say. Bayonetta, slightly underrated. Actually, no, like they're fine where they are. I think Rapid Jab is really good, but I think they're really stubborn with learning Rapid Jab. But I feel like if you were able to transplant an amiibo that spams Rapid Jab into a Bayonetta, I think Bayonetta could be pretty decent because their smash attacks are pretty good too. But it's still Bayonetta. They're light and their AI doesn't really work that much. Bowser Jr. or Koopling, I think they're fine where they are. Actually, yeah, Shulk's fine where they are too. Cloud, it's okay. It's well rated. Um, Cloud forward smash is really good, obviously, but actually, let me think. Yeah, no, they're fine where they are. I think like forward smash is really good, but I think they're very easily overwhelmed and just edge guarded for free, especially because like if you have like an option that can hit below the ledge, Cloud is kind of done. Like the key example here is Little Mac's down smash. It's like the big reason why Little Mac just beats out Cloud because forward smash beats out his, and then he can just down smash him at ledge and kill him at like any percent. It's kind of a stupid matchup, but I think Cloud's fine where they are. Corrin, I don't know. I think I don't know. Like I think Corrin is okay, but like I don't know how they actually function because I've tried to train this character a lot. I've struggled a lot, but I think that's a skill issue on my part. So I think I'll just put them in no opinion. I don't know how I would rank them anywhere. I don't know what their matchups are. Duck Hunt, slightly underrated. Multi-hit forward smash is really good. Like, really good. It's like Diet Me Gunner forward smash. Yeah. Ken? Ken is underrated. I think Ken is really good. I think Ken is pretty good. I think he's like up there with like at least I think he's at least around where Mario and Wii Fit Trainer are. Because sure, Yukin is really good for juggling. Sword Smash is pretty good. Hadoken is pretty good. Um, yeah. Like, if you can teach him to do the tilt stuff and then just forward smashing and Hadokening, like the Hadoken, I think can set up into the Shoryuken, killing you at like 60 or 70 really well. Actually, probably 60 and 70 are probably exaggerating because he's hitting you with like the the fist hitbox. He's not hitting you. He's usually not hitting you point blank with it, but the way he uses Shoryuken, I think is really good. Like I think more can be put into this character. So, yeah. Ryu. Ryu, I think he's fine where he is. He's really good. The AI buff did wonders. Uh, like he got a straight buff to his kill power and immediately started wrecking like C plus tournaments. So I think he's like either A, yeah, I think he's A tier right now. But yeah, Ryu's really good. I think he's perfect where he is. Actually, maybe he can be a little bit higher or a little bit lower, but I think he's fine where he is. Banjo, don't have anything to say. Um, Byleth, Byleth, maybe slightly overrated. Actually, no. I mean, yeah. No, I think Byleth kinda struggles against parry, but if it were up to me, I think I would move Byleth down a little bit, but not by much again. And I'm realizing I don't have like there isn't like a lot of characters that I'm gonna be seeing as like overrated. I think the tier list is for the most part mostly fine, but I think these characters down here and slightly underrated could like in theory, be way better, but as they are right now, I think they're fine, but yeah, this is just like mostly theoretical on where I think they can go in the meta and like if they've reached that point or not. Hero. Hero, no. I think actually Hero's fine where they are. Pretty good. Incineroar, yeah. Inkling, underrated. I don't know. I don't have a lot to say about Inkling, but I think they're a little bit better than people give them credit for. But um, yeah, like they have decent smash attacks, good juggling, decent grabs, good edge guarding, but I don't know if I would put them that much higher either because they're kind of inconsistent. Joker, I think Joker is underrated. I think Joker can definitely be way better, but the problem is that he's just really inconsistent because like his F tilt's really good. Arsene forward smash kills you at like 50, but then like I think without Arsene, Joker just really struggles to kill because like your smash attacks aren't gonna be beating out parry, and like if they once they do get past the parry, they aren't that that strong. It's just more of it's just more of a game of if he can take advantage of Arsene enough to actually take his stocks, which just makes him really inconsistent. But I think if we could like make him kill more consistently, like train him in a way that just makes him kill more, I think he could be a lot better. Because as of right now, I think he struggles to kill without Ursen. Isabel, fine where they are. Isabel anti-meta, but kind of loses the matchups in their tier. King K. Rool, maybe slightly overrated. No, they're fine. They're fine where they are. Um, Piranha Plant. Piranha Plant, fine where they are. Ooh, this. I have a lot. I have a good amount to say on this one. I think Belmont's underrated. Like, I don't think. Like, I looked at a recent tier list and it had them in like D plus. I do not think I've been a strong supporter of the Belmonts being at least like anti-meta threats. They're really like forward tilt's pretty good. I know upbeat, grounded upbeat are people are using more. I think PGX is using grounded upbeat, but like as an anti-air because it's multi-hit and is way better than using like up tilt and up smash to anti-air. But besides that, I think Belmonts are very underrated. I think they're which I think that has been the sentiment for like most of their existence. Like everyone knows them as this character has potential, but no one really shows it. But like we've definitely had contenders for showing that the Belmonts have sauce, but it's not enough for them to be apparently like they got pushed into D plus tier, which I think is too far. I think they're at least top of C because their tilts are way better. Their tilts and just their keep away game is way better than a lot of the entire characters in like C tier. So, and they have like decent matchups into a lot of characters above them. So I think they're strong anti-meta threats, but like hard lose to anything that can like overwhelm or gimp them. Oh yeah, I think they're very underrated. Ridley, slightly overrated. I think actually no, they're fine where they are. Just side B Nair. It's all you need. All you need. Terry, Terry's fine. Terry's really good. Jab, Buster Wolf. I don't know if I have to say much more. Slightly underrated. Game and Watch. Game and Watch. I think Game and Watch. If he was like, if Game and Watch had the same weight as Mario, I think he could be C plus. But as it stands, he's very too inconsistent about his weight. Like the main thing he has going for him is juggling, but besides that, doesn't have like he struggles against parry on the ground if he's not in grab range, and he just gets like forward tilt gets parried. All his attacks on the ground get parried. Besides like jab, or if you get like the what was it? Like the specific, I think it's the five that does like the multi hit. Like you can get, yeah, but no, it's an RNG move. You aren't getting that multi hit all the time. But um, yeah, I think if we could work around their weaknesses and just like push more into like that cannon aspect where just he's really good at juggling and then finishing you with an up smash, but he besides from grab, he just doesn't he really struggles to get that momentum, but once he does, he's pretty good. Yeah, I think that's I think he's slightly underrated. Meta Knight overrated, overrated. I think I think hate for Meta Knight is very overblown. This guy loses to Game and Watch. Meta Knight, I don't if I think like Meta Knight, if you have if you're gimpable in any way, fine. But like if you have even like an okay recovery, I think you just beat out Meta Knight because like I know Psybe's good for just carrying you off stage and setting up for that edge guard, but it's very easy to overwhelm him once you're on stage. I think this character, I've always thought this character is just kind of bad. Like he's not bad obviously, but I don't think I think he's like in the realm of where Luigi is right now. I just I've never gotten the hate for this character. This character is not great. Okay. Pits. Yeah, pits are there. I think they're fine where they are. Pretty good. Gunner, slightly overrated. I don't think they're U tier. I don't think I think Gunner is in an awkward spot where they're definitely the best amiibo without Incineroar and Kazuya, but they're not up there with Incineroar and Kazuya. So they're probably like if we're just going if the amiibo tier list is just a numbered ranking, Me Gunner is the third best, but since it's tiered, Me Gunner is just I don't think Me Gunner is on the level of Incineroar and Kazuya, but they're definitely the best amiibo besides that. So I think actually no, I think I'll put them in slightly overrated. I don't think they belong in U tier. Uh Me Sword Fighter. Me Sword Fighter is a weird case to me. Like he has decent matchups up high, but he also loses a lot of like slower, more defensive matchups. Like the more you move down the tier list, the more I feel like defense is like way more important. Like most of the time, once you're getting that the way you're getting that power thrust with me sword fighter is just from edge guarding or intercepting a character's like cheese move. Like you can get a lot of like for example, you can get a lot of power thrusts trying to beat out Falcon's like Raptor boost or like Donkey Kong's down B. You can get a lot of down Bs that way. Or you can beat out Donkey Kong's up B with down B. You can get a lot of power thrusts like that. But if you're fighting a character like Roy that just sits there and shields, you're gonna lose. So, and like Mario too, a character that just sits there and waits for you to attack first will pretty much always beat out me sword fighter, my opinion. So maybe I think they're slightly overrated. Like I don't think they're not that overrated, but I think they're just like a very good anti-meta pick. Like if Amiibo was all counter picking, I think me sword fighter would be the best counter pick Amiibo. But as to like a general list that you're just sending into tournaments, I think he's slightly overrated. Um, Me Brawler. Me Brawler, I think he's slightly. No, I think he's fine where he is. I think, like, my recent Me Brawler is a lot more defensive. So, in order to get those openings, because previously, like, offensive Me Brawlers were all shield pressure. So, I tried to take it more slow and, like, let Me Brawler actually like earn his openings instead of like rushing things, and I think that is like improved his standing a bit. But so I think he's fine where he is now. I think he's like in the middle of A plus tier. Yeah. Okay. Crom, slightly overrated. They're kind of like these other two. I guess Crom hits harder. I think Crom is a really good edge guarder, a way better edge guarder than Roy. But yeah, I think Crom. Actually, no, Crom is fine actually. Because Crom, he hits hard and can edge guard hard. Because I don't think enough people like understand how good or like how surprisingly good his edge guarding is. Like you wouldn't think a character with that bad of a recovery would have that okay of edge guarding. But yeah. Bayo. Again, that's Min Min. Uh, yeah, Min Min's okay where they are. I don't have much else to say. Steve, they're fine where they are. Kazuya, also definitely fine where they are. Aegis, I think they're fine where they are too. I don't really have much to say about these characters. Like Min Min's obviously good because they just cheese the amiibo. And if you're playing as a raid, if you're playing against a raid boss, Min is the best character because they just don't, unless you're cheesing with Crom against a raid boss. Um, Min is the way to go because amiibo just can't deal with the range difference and will just get suffocated off stage too. Um, Steve is just minecart, minecart good, up smash pretty good, up tilt's really good. Um, but I think Steve has that inconsistency of if he can get those materials, because Steve's AI is kind of stubborn with mining. So yeah. But yeah. But Aegis, Kazuya is self-explanatory. AI stupid good, and he just hates like a monster truck. And Aegis side B good. Sephiroth is fine where he is. Actually, no, I don't know what to say about Sephiroth. And yeah, Sora, I don't know. I don't have anything to say about Sora. This is the one amiibo I have never trained in my life. So yeah, that's the video. Uh, don't take this seriously. This is just all vibes and what I think of what the meta is. So, goodbye.